Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Yellow Jackets offense comes onto the field first today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
To the air, it's Nelson. The screen, and watch out. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Taylor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun. Give on the inside. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown,
about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To fire on 2nd down. Trying to pull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This is a designed run. Quarterback trying to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. inside. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snares it outside, it's Soto. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Soto. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The defense defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Rides to back and leaves it. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Holstein. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give on the option. Takes it the other way. Bulldozes his way through. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The OB hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The play action fake. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll go to the counter. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback extends the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very...
He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gives it on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Caught behind the line, it's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Soto. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Working that left side now.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! They take the lead with the 6. Big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for me.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Handoff from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. grab near the marker. It's Soto. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. To throw, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here's a heat. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Nelson. Makes the catch. It's Stockton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Under fire. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line. They are threatening to take it in.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Pitt looking to move the chains on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator